Hello, this is Compound Stock Guy. Today in this video, we're going to be talking about CAMECO, CCO, CCJ in America, and VALE. And we're going to be talking about Freeport, MCMORAN, FCX, VALE, VALE. So stay tuned if you're new to the channel. Don't be shy, subscribe, hit thumbs up, appreciate it. Leave a comment down below, let me know what you're thinking. I also want to disclose, not a financial advisor. This is just for entertainment information purposes. Do not buy or sell based on anything I talk about. Buy or sell after you did your own research, due diligence, and you like the investments you're pursuing. Alright, so in this video, let's get started. These are uranium picks, and also VALE is nickel and steel, mainly steel. And Freeport is, as their name says, copper and gold. So they got copper and gold. They also have some other, stuff that they get in their system. When you're mining, you can pick up all different types of stuff. I'm sure they get a little bit of palladium, but it's not on a grand scale. The majority of their revenue comes from copper and gold. So let's get to this. So CCO right here. So it came back from here back in March 17th when the market dropped to its low, and now it's coming back up, and then you get this red bar. So they're saying that, maybe it's going to come back down to $11, right? Who's to say? But, when you get the reversal, the RSI is also very high. It's at about 72. So, it's a little overbought, not crazy overbought, but a little bit. Now if you look at the weekly, it's pumping up. So this could continually on, right? Go to 15, 16, 17, and then who knows where this can go. So nothing's for sure as far as that red bar goes. It looks, until it's still on the bullish side of the Bollinger's, until it crosses over to the bearish, I'm still looks fairly bullish. But it doesn't look as bullish as, I think Freeport does. So I'm going to get into those later. So, yeah, that's pretty much what we're looking at. You got CCO. It's been as high as about $21 in the last few years. Back in 2014, this stock's been as high as about $60. So it's all based on the uranium price, right? Uranium price, spot price on CAMECO's site says $27.60. Long-term price is around 32. So as soon as that uranium price goes up to 35, 40, 40, 45, 50, 60, you're gonna see the stock go boom-tastic. You're gonna talk about this going to 40, 50, 60 potentially. They got the mine closed down, but if the price starts to skyrocket and goes to 60, 75, $80, you're gonna see this stock a lot higher than where it is right now. They're the biggest player in North America. So, I like that on the monthly, it's crossing over. So, you could see it come up to $17 or so. But, I'm not saying it's going to do that. I'm just saying that's what it looks like on the chart. It can go a lot higher on the weekly. It could just pump up. But I think at one point, whether it's right now, it's going to come back down, or at 15, 16, 17, like somewhere around here, it's probably going to come back down. So just letting you guys know on the chart what I'm seeing. You guys can do your own charts as well and use different indicators to have a advantage in the market. So let's get to VALE. So VALE, big nickel, big steel player. 80-90% of the revenues come from steel, so I'm fairly bearish on the steel market, but you never know. Maybe they're gonna just buy a ton in USA because they're just gonna do insane amounts of infrastructure in USA in the next few years. So who's to say? But I like what it is doing on the chart. It come down to 653. This company's been around a long time. It's a big producer. I'm just giving you the biggest and the baddest companies. I'm not giving you no penny stock, no thing that's gonna go bankrupt in the next week or two, right? These are the biggest and the baddest companies in commodity prices that are at low levels. So I mean, long term, these stay in business are going to be a lot higher than where they are. You know, when uranium price is a lot higher, I mean, nothing's for certain but death and taxes. But regardless, I mean, if uranium goes a lot higher, I can't see CAMECO not being a lot higher. So I like that it crossed over to the bullish side of the Bollinger's on this doji right here. You know, come up, and just chilling around here, come back down, and then it just tested this area. So, I mean, it looks as though, you know, it wants to push up. I mean, this is kind of resistance around $9. So, I didn't really sense, like, I was looking at calls on Friday for this company out till August. I was looking at a $10 strike, and I was looking to buy a couple. But I didn't really like it just based on the fact that, you know, it does look like it's and 80% of the revenue or 90% is in steel, and I'm not very bullish on steel. I don't know. I gotta do more research on steel, but I mean, they definitely are big and bad, and they're the biggest nickel player in the world. So that's what's up. Now, if we can do the weekly, you can get a bigger picture. So I mean, you're coming up to 1070 would be around here. But I mean, you look at this thing, it just wants to come down. So I mean, I guess these Bollingers can change, right? And it can come up, and then, you know, so who's to say? But it doesn't look ultra bullish or ultra bearish. It's just kind of neutral, and I'm more biased towards the upside in the short term, you know, couple weeks, month. But again, I mean, we could definitely see it come back down to 675 or somewhere around there, or just trade sideways like 750, 850 for the next 2 to 3 weeks potentially. But I think eventually one of these times it's going to start running up to 10, 12, 13, 14, $15, right? So that's why I'm showing you guys these picks, because these picks don't have like crazy downside that some penny stocks do have, but you can make money on the options, or you can just buy the stock and make, you know, 20%. I mean, compound interest. I mean, if you compound interest on, say you have like $1,000 and you get 10%, you know, 7 times, you double your money. I mean, you don't need to get 15, you know, 50, 200, 300% gains in order to grow your money fast. You just have to be consistent and not lose money. So that's the reality of things. So that's my position as far as my thinking on Vale. And, you know, it's a great player. So I don't have a position, but, you know, if I could get it at 670 or something like that on a long-term call option, I'd love that. So I may pick up, you know, if it starts coming up to like 875 and it's got a big on the 15 or 30 minute candles, you know, starts to coming up, then I may pursue it. But that's my opinion on Vale. Vale is about 42 billion market cap. CAMECO, I think somewhere around 10 billion, maybe 5. I think they're more like 5 billion, 5 to 10 billion. Freeport McMoran's about 12 billion. I mean, they've been a lot higher than they are. But, you know, you're looking at this chart, it went down to $5. That would have been a great buy on the bearish side of the Bollingers. You know, I was just, you know, you get scared when these things like go so far. You're like, when's it going to stop? You know, is it going to go down to $2, right? Is it going to go down to $2 and stay there for like 3 to 4 months? You just never know in the market. So, you know, I know that one of their mines closed down as well. So I was kind of hesitant, but they have a lot of copper. So copper is going to be used a lot in this Tesla era, because they basically need a lot of copper for the batteries, as well as they need a lot of lithium. So, you know, copper is very great for electrical conductivity. So that's what's up. So you look at it 5.5, go to like 7.45, 7.30, and then it just trade around here, and then it hit up to the bullish side of the Bollingers. So this would have been the time to buy right around here. And then, you know, you could sell it back here when it hits the top, and then come back and it hit a doji, and then come back and be like, okay, I'm going to scale back into a position. So, I mean, that's kind of ideas. I mean, you guys got to do your own research and you got to do your own decisions, but these are just ideas to use in the market. So now you get this bullish candlestick. So I got a call option at for $10, I believe, or maybe it's a $9 strike till August. So I paid like about $1.15 for every contract, so like $115 before commissions per contract. And so say it goes to like $12, $13, $14 before August, even if it hits 10, I mean it should be worth double or triple by then. If it goes to like 12, it should be worth I'm thinking like 4 or 5 times, maybe 6 potentially, who knows. Depends on the time on the option. But yeah, I mean that's basically my feeling on Freeport McMoran. So I mean this is the middle 1038 on the weekly. So I mean it'll be interesting. I mean you gotta look at the copper prices too. Just looking at this stock doesn't mean anything. I mean if the copper prices drop 20% in a week, then you're gonna see it go back down to here. So that's kind of what happened with copper. Copper went down to about like $2 a pound, and now it's up to about $2.35, 2.4 a pound. Back when it was here, it was close to about $3 a pound. So if it starts going to $3 a pound, we could start seeing it going to $13, $14, $15, right? So that's really the situation we're in. And yeah, that's kind of what's up. I just want to share these 3 picks: Freeport McMoran, FCX, VALE, and CAMECO, CCJ in America. So thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and keep compounding info. Listen to my lingo, and until next time, peace. I'm outie for